So here comes the players, led out by Hans-Kristian.Vittinghus, the 26-year-old, up against 29-year-old Hafiz Hashim. Well, there have been concerns earlier in the week because Hafiz suffering from a fever. Former All England champion, of course, the Malaysian. Won that title back in 2003. Vittinghus currently number 16 in the world ranking. But not qualified for the Olympic Games, neither of these men. Bert van Horenbeck, the umpire for this singles match. Court officials from all over the globe to ensure impartiality on every match. So Hans-Kristian.Vittinghus, oh my goodness me, hasn't he improved over the last year or couple of years? From Hafiz Hashim, of course, younger brother of former world number 1 Rosalind. He won the All England title, became the first man to do so. From Malaysia for 37 years. And of course, since then, Lee Chong-wei, 2 All England titles.
We will have the fifth match of Yuba Cup Group D, women's single in Court 2, representing Japan, Ibriko Hirose, representing
27 at the moment in the world ranking. And a negative win-loss record for the year, but he has been in a semi-final. That was the recent Malaysian Grand Prix Gold event. Lost out to Sonny Dwi Kunchoro in that semi-final. Well, for the Dane, the 26-year-old, number 16 in the world ranking, has been as high as 14. It was a month or so ago, had 4 weeks at number 14 in the world, but dropped down to number 16 now.
Ready to play.
Met twice previously, but I'm not quite sure how much we can read into those previous results, because you have to go back to the last time they met in 2009, first round of the Indonesia Super Series event. It was 3 games the previous 2 times they've met. But as I was just saying, I think that Vittinghus really has improved considerably over the last 18 months or so, and therefore results of 2009, I think he's a much better player nowadays.
Hafiz Hashim. My left, Denmark, represented by Hans-Kristian.Vittinghus. Malaysia to serve, love all, play. Serve over, 1 love.
Always a great fighter on court is Vittinghus. He's a great fighter in general. I remember after winning the Turkey International back in 2007, he noticed a large swelling on his left knee, and after an MRI scan, he was diagnosed with having a tumour. To have that surgically removed. Here he is, back in the world's top 16. Shows the character of the man.
4 love.
And of course, Steen, you were talking a little earlier about the fact that Denmark have selected Jan Jorgensen for the second Olympic place ahead of this man, Vittinghus. And that would have been a huge disappointment to Hans-Kristian.
Of course, disappointment, but he has coped with it in a fantastic way. He's been writing on his Facebook page that he is, of course, a little disappointed, but he reached his goal. That was being among the 16 best players in the world, and the next couple of months wasn't about proving that the Danish Badminton Federation selected wrongly. It was about playing this Thomas Cup, helping Denmark to a medal, helping Peter and Jan to do well at the Olympics, and then continue his good run. So that's the sort of player you wanna have in your team. And the way the team match has developed, and also taking the start of this match into account, I must say that I have Vittinghus as the big favorite to win this match, because it's his first match at the Thomas Cup finals, and I think he wants to win this a little bit more than Hafiz. Hafiz knows that he has to play again tomorrow, probably the second singles, and I don't think he wants to use too much energy in this match.
Serve is over. 8-2.
Oh, that's nice.
Serve is over. 3-8.
Of course, third singles for Denmark in their opening group match. The youngster, former world junior champion, Victor Axelsen. Hence the point that Vittinghus playing his first match in these Thomas Cup finals.
5-8.
Good smashes from Hafiz-Hashim here.
Rashid Sadek and Hendroan, two singles coaches. Immediately apologises for the good fortune.
Serve is over. 9-5. Ten, 5.
Yeah, it's nice.
Serve is over. 6-10.
Oh, great recovery.
11-6.
He's on his knees. Got up so quickly. Well, Steen, you say that maybe Hashim is not over interested as he talks to Coach Hendroan. Is that if he's made up his mind that, well, okay, I've got to play tomorrow, last thing I want is a very physical encounter now, the match that is dead in that Denmark have already won. Is that a joint decision with the coach, do you think, or is it an individual player's decision that Hafiz would sort of say to himself, using all his years of experience?
I have no idea. It's it's also just a hunch I have based on having seen Hafiz for many years, that he might not be too interested in this match. I might be wrong, and he might be able to win it, but there's a big difference on 3-1 in the overall team match or 2-2.
I mean, he doesn't want to take it too easily, that he
No.
loses his form, and because he has got to play tomorrow.
Exactly. So he wants to, the way I see it, he wants to use it as a good match practice in the stadium.
Yeah.
Serve back, 7-11.
And I mean, I think from this stage on, once the group has been decided, which it has, you've got to start looking at the big picture. And if you want to actually win the Thomas Cup or get as far as possible in the Thomas Cup, then you have to do what's necessary to achieve that. And if maybe not giving 100%, this is going against all the principles of necessity to try in every match. But you see it in track and field. If the first four athletes over the line qualify for the semi-final and so on, then what's the point in having a big kick finish to end first? You want to save yourself for the latter stages.
And that's totally understandable. We play all 5 matches in these group matches because the individual score might be needed. The problem is that most of these groups, it's quite obvious which 2 teams will progress to the quarterfinals, so not really that much suspense on what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, so far he's doing his best, Hafiz. You can't tell anything from his performance so far that he shouldn't be at his best. Shot there. Vittinghus has a really, really big smash. Has been the last 1.5 years been practicing a little bit more patient style of play.
Well, certainly can't accuse him of lack of effort.
That's sort of his trademark.
10-13.
There's one quite famous video clip on YouTube that's very similar to this one, where Vittinghus is throwing himself around the court against Lee Chong-wei.
Serve 14-10.
Oh, that's nice. Super angle.
Serve 11-14.
He's got brilliant overhand technique, H.K.Vittinghus. Really, really dangerous.
14.
Yeah, it was wonderful disguise on that drop shot, wasn't there? Turning point of the rally. Well, the game will miss Peter Gader, that's for certain. He achieved so much. Peter Gader, of course, at the age of 35, has already publicly stated that will not be playing regularly on tour after the Olympic Games. Oh, that's lovely. Oof.
Close call again.
13-14.
No. And there was us writing off H.K.Vittinghus. Oh, my goodness me. Was that wide?
14-0.
Well, when you think that he had a 6-point advantage at one stage.
Perhaps this sort of more defensive style that Vittinghus is practicing now, perhaps that isn't quite the right decision against Hafiz, leaving too much of the initiative to the Malaysian. He likes initiative, he knows what to do with it. That's how he won his All England title.
Yeah.
15-14.
Won it, beating the then world number 1 Chen Hong in the final.
You can see the lift there from Vittinghus gives Hafiz loads of time to come behind the shuttle and hit his dangerous overhand shots.
Once again, just guiding the shuttle into the open space.
Serve 16-0.
Good judgment.
17-16.
Oh, surely he hit the net.
Oh!
Goodness me.
18-16.
Mind seeing that again. I thought that Malaysian hit the net with his racket as he was retrieving that.
We have a nice picture of Vittinghus' shoes.
Oh! 19-16.
Good.
No, it's
Good
just
call. Good call from Vittinghus there.
20, game point 16.
on a run of 5 straight points. From 15-16 down, now 4 game point opportunities.
Serves over, 17-20.
Way long of that back line from Mohammed Hafiz-Hashim.
21-17.
21-17 confirms the umpire. And the opening game to Hans-Kristian.Vittinghus. So I guess this will be the real test.
Så bliver ved med stadigvæk, når du ligger og spiller dem ind i banen, så ligger lur med din catcher. Altså, han løfter ikke langt højt til dig der presser han på dig. Og der skulle du bare dumpe dem igen, så han skal frem i den igen. Ikke? Eller også så skulle du være god til stadig at spille henover ham med. Ikke? Klirrende med, stadig kvalitet på løften. Nu er det hjørnet over, der er langsomt, ikke? På det spil.
Jeg er lidt mærket åndedrætsmæssigt.
Okay, så tager du bare langt
komme i gang igen.
Så langt pause. Okay, så du er helt klar. Fint. Og så hvis du er højt på nettet, så skal du selvfølgelig spille det, men ellers er det pisse godt det der med at variere dem, men ligge over dem og så holde det op.
Ja, det er vigtigt, når han ligger og holder den. Ja, så rykker på den.
Ja, lige præcis.
Så det behøver ikke nødvendigvis at rulle, men bare tager den tidligt.
Lige præcis. Og så sender du også signalet til ham om, at jamen, hver eneste duel, den er jeg klar for at arbejde stenhårdt. Så må du arbejde, så må du tage god pause. Svitten, den skal klare med igen. Ja.
One of the things that surprises me a little bit here is that Vittinghus tells Klaus Poulsen that he feels a little bit short of breath. I wouldn't have expected that.
Perhaps nerves.
Probably. That could be an explanation.
Second game, love all, play.
Now we discover exactly what the desire of Mohammed Hafiz-Hashim is. Because if he wants to win this, he's going to have to do it the hard way. He's going to have to go the full distance. And given what we were talking about earlier, the fact that he's got to play a match tomorrow, and most probably play at number 2 singles, given the injury problems to Lee Chong-wei.
3-love.
Now we have a terrible start here for Vittinghus. 3 really loose shots. That's more like it. And they also discussed in the break that it was important to show Hafiz that he was really ready to work extremely hard and to play a long match.
The
way I see it, Hans is just playing faster in the flat game than Hafiz is capable of at the moment. So he could easily take some more initiative, the way I see it.
Oh! 3-all.
Hans.
See this shot here, it was one of the shots that made a lot of points for him when he won the All England title many years ago, but it seems like the deception is a little bit too big now.
Serves over. 4-3.
Too obvious.
Serves over.
Hafiz also making a lot of sloppy returns on soft shots.
Oh, service fault called. Struck above the waist. Says Cormac Breslin. You don't often see a singles player faulted on the serve.
No. We also saw Mr. Breslin quite active in the first men's doubles as a service judge. Nothing wrong with that. It's just we need the other service judges to sort of follow up on it.
Yeah, it's consistency, isn't it?
6-5.
Faulted by one service judge and not by another. That's what upsets the players.
Well played, well played.
Select from that base position to play the round the head smash. Great athletic ability.
Hafiz being quite a tall player, one of the keys to playing him is to get him to move his tall body from side to side.
7-6.
Oh, landed on the line.
I think the side drift stopped it a little bit. I don't see much ended drift at the moment.
Service over. 7-8.
Well played.
Service over. 9-7.
Oh, that's excellent play.
10-7.
Oh, goodness me.
Service over. 8-10.
In badminton terms, that wasn't even close.
It wasn't even close to either of the lines. That's really great play.
Service over. 11-8.
First the forehand side and then the backhand side, and very difficult for Hafiz to reach that.
Yeah, super defense. Didn't try and put too much pace on the winner though. Just getting the angle, getting the placement.
Sådan at ikke han får succes med
Efter begge hjørner.
Ja, præcis. Jeg tror også bare spille ind i banen. Når du spiller ind i banen, så vil han prøve at søge og holde nettet eller trykke dig, fordi han vil ikke arbejde. Okay? Så når du selv server HK, så hele tiden være opmærksom på, hvad det er, han gerne vil. God tid med serveren, og så læs på den.
Yeah, the Danish coach Klaus Poulsen has the same read that Hafiz isn't too keen on working hard, so that sort of determines his shot possibilities, and making Hans aware of that should give him an advantage. Whoa, what a fantastic shot.
Service over. 9-11. Thank you.
we have these nice pictures of the Danish shoes.
Yeah. 10-11.
Well, I'm all for him at times playing a more positive game, Vittinghus, but I'm not sure that he was really on balance for that one. Not the right time to go for the smash.
That's still one of his challenges, making the right judgment of the situation. I must say, from a Danish point of view, I'm quite happy that there's 3 matches in the bag already, because I think this match would have been much closer had it been the decisive one.
Yeah. Different pressures. Players react in different ways. Oh. Well, sat on the top of the tape did Hafiz's net shot there. Still went over.
Serves over. 12-all.
Well played, and that could very well be from the discussion in the break that Hafiz is going for these 50-50 situations, so Hans should cover those shots.
Oh, he's hit it long, would you believe it?
13-12.
And well long of that back line. Now, decision making is deserting him at the moment. First of all with choice of shot, and then leaving shuttles that are landing well in. Vittinghus possibly feels he's playing for his place tomorrow as well. If he were to lose this match, of course he didn't play in the opening match of this Thomas Cup campaign. Youngster Victor Axelsen was used instead.
A little bit loose on the last 3 or 4 rallies here, but doesn't get much better chance of winning a Thomas Cup match than this, because if he plays the 3rd single from now on, it will be the decisive match, and there will be a lot more tension,
yeah,
a lot more nerve in the game. No.
He's just lost his way, hasn't he? He's a little hot-headed at the moment, his choice of shot. That's better.
14-16.
He's probably feeling a little bit tired. He was down with a back injury and didn't travel here to Wuhan with the Danish team, only arrived 3 or 4 days later, so that could be one of the reasons.
Serves over. 17-14.
Oh.
18-14.
No, he's missed another.
19-14.
Seeing this, even if he should win this match, I would be a little bit worried in selecting him for tomorrow's quarterfinal.
Very quick going forward there, Vittinghus.
Doesn't look like Hafiz is too keen on getting 2 more points. Nice lift in the middle of the court. Can you hit that, Hans? So we can go home? Seems to be his thoughts right now.
Well,
There's over 20, game point 17.
the error from the Dane means that he does in fact have 3 game point opportunities. Opportunities to send this to a decider. Well, tosses his racket in the air, does Hans-Kristian.Vittinghus.
21-17. 1 game all.
And I wonder really how glad H.K.Hashim is that it's gone to a decider. So much for our theory.
Totally down the drain.
Well, quite certain both players and coaches alike will.
And here in the hall we can see that Hans-Kristian.Vittinghus is changing his shirt. He's got a huge taping on the on his lower back.
I don't think coaches will be too happy that their men are going to have to play a 3rd game. Mind you, only 32 minutes, 2 games so far.
Hvis du gør det, så står han fint på den første. Så det er bare vigtigt, at du ikke får for meget efter point. Du har spillet fint og chancer og slået tråden ud, fordi du er for jubel. Altså, det er lige så godt, at du vinder. Så skal det lidt bedre ud sammen. Ikke et vildt mere der.
Quick statistics there, seeing that Hafiz made 5 winners of his own.
Serves over 1 love.
Just overdoing it.
1-0.
Just looks a little over anxious at the moment, certainly at the end of that 2nd game. Vittinghus trying to force it a little too much. Another misjudgment.
2-1.
Yeah, once again, you just sort of feel he's trying to play that shot at the wrong time.
And it's nowhere near coming over. It's in the middle of the net. So it could be the timing, it could be the back injury, it could be the late arrival here in Wuhan. It's just, there's too many easy points.
Yeah.
4-1.
I don't think we're going to see him in the lineup for tomorrow's quarterfinal.
No, I think it's pretty doubtful. But you've got to give credit to the Malaysian.
Definitely Hafiz has raised his game.
Oh, that's nice. He takes it early at the net. He's got so many options. Turn the defence, then look for the net shot. He's pushed it wide. Yes, and his body language now, if you're a Danish fan, will be very concerning indeed.
In, well played by Hafiz. 9-2. It's a little bit concerning for the Danes that the second and the third single hasn't really hit the right form today. There's not going to be many teams really afraid of the second and the third single the way they played today.
That's a wonderful shot.
Interval,
absolutely steamrolling through this deciding game at the moment.
Seems there's nothing left in Vittinghus. Neither physically nor psychologically.
No. And of course, the other thing is, if his back injury really is giving him some jip, then of course Denmark really don't have a reserve then, do they?
No, then it will be Victor in the third and
yeah.
Court 1, 20
perhaps Joachim Fischer.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you.
Does he still practice singles?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's too risky. And if I were the coaches, I wouldn't dare play him. No. Too big a risk.
Yeah.
He's medal contender at the Olympics.
In mixed doubles, of course. Yeah. Broken strings in the racket. H.K.Vittinghus. Oh, that's nice.
5-11. Serves over. 12-5.
Seeing very short rallies at the moment. It's all hit or miss, isn't it?
It is. The match has totally lost its intensity.
Oh! 7-12.
Yeah, just holding his back after that last shot there. Obviously in a little bit of physical distress. Yeah, and again struggling to get down low.
14-7.
Sign of the injury problems.
Strong smash there by Hafiz.
15-7.
That's exactly where it should be placed. Just a little bit of margin.
Serves over 8-15.
Oh, goodness gracious. Even missed the doubles court.
Serves
You
over
could see that
16-8.
Hans knew that this was either a winner or a loser because he wasn't going anywhere after the shot. He was just staying in the corner.
Ball. Oh! Serves over.
Can't help but wonder whether it was entirely wise in that opening game for him to be throwing himself around the court, given his recent injury troubles. Whether that in itself may have aggravated the back injury.
Serves over 17-9.
Where did that rally came from?
Yeah,
Serves over 10.
suddenly a different
17.
intensity and a different level. 44 minutes this third men's singles has been in progress so far.
Serves over 18-10. Serves over 11-18. Well, 18.
Well, he hasn't given up fighting yet, Vittinghus. has landed well in. Good shot from Hafiz.
19-13.
2 points away from Malaysia's second point in the tie. That's nice.
Service over. 14-19.
Too little, too late, one suspects. Oh, one of the longest rallies of the match.
One of the better rallies.
15-19.
Ended up with Hafiz trying his cross-court net shot one more time, but still no success.
No, he's just missed it. Well, now it's beginning to get a little interesting again. Is there going to be a final twist in the tail?
Well played. On a positive note for Vittinghus is that when he's actually been playing rallies, he's been more than level with the Hafiz. It's just that he's given away too many free points.
Just 2 points in it now. Completely mistiming the shot, mistimed the jump. Dragged the shuttle down into the nets.
20, match point 17.
And so just shy of 50 minutes. 3 match points now for Hashim. Oof.
Service over.
Finds the line.
18-20.
Well, 2 match points have been saved.
19,
And now just
20.
1 point the deficit. But not this time. Mohammed, Hafiz, Hashim, big smile from both men. Coming from a game down to win the third men's singles.
Match won by Malaysia. 17-21, 21-17, 21-19.
There's confirmation. 50 minutes of play. 17-21, 21-17, 21-19 in the deciding game. And of course that victory means that the overall match score is 3-2 in favour of Denmark.
排名世界第2的林丹对阵排名世界第5位的印度尼西亚选手陶菲克。尤伯杯 A 组，中国队对印度尼西亚队，在这场比赛当中，中国队排名世界第1的王英涵将出场，还有中国队的著名的女子双打手神一样的王晓明也将出场。他们对B 组，日本队对俄罗斯队。尤伯杯 B 组，中华台北队对泰国队。
Well, there is confirmation of the overall tie, and of course Denmark now top Group C with that 3-2 victory over Malaysia. Of course, Malaysia's woes started right at the start of the day. World number 1 Lee Chong-wei 2-1 up in the first game when went badly over on his ankle, but there is confirmation that Denmark played 1-2 and Malaysia finish second in the group. So of course Denmark and Malaysia will progress through to the quarter-final stage, knockout from quarter-finals onwards. Four groups of 3 teams in both Thomas and Uber Cup. Well, it's a day that I'm sure many Malaysians will remember for a long time, because it was the day when their Olympic hopeful Lee Chong-wei, world number 1, suffered that nasty injury. Could take no further part in the contest. Left the court in tears, and of course it was men's doubles, and the Danes, with the former world number 1s, current European champions, coming through that in 3 tough games. But Darren Liu from Malaysia overcoming Jan Jorgensen, 20 places higher than him in the world ranking. The overall match secured by the second Danish men's doubles pair, the surprise selection of Rasmussen and Fischer-Nielsen, 2 straight games. And as for Vittinghus, well, struggling obviously with the aftermaths of a back injury, but all credit to H.K.Vittinghus coming from a game down to win 21-19 in the decider. Well, of course, that concludes this afternoon's matches here from Wuhan. Just to remind you, of course, holders China will play against former champions Indonesia in the Thomas Cup later on this evening. That's just a little over 2 hours' time. We'll be back for all the action from this evening. In the meantime, from all of us here in Wuhan, bye for now.